Hey, all right, so what we're gonna do here, I know not everybody has access to RawMod, doesn't have their own subscription, so I'm gonna do variation of my own. We'll hold each of the poses for 2 minutes, and I'll try and show you some of the different things that you can do. Always remember that pain is bad when we do this, discomfort is good. Okay, so if you get to the point of pain in any one of the poses, go ahead and back off a little bit. Try to breathe, try to relax as much as you can. The goal is to get into these positions, to breathe into those areas that you're feeling tightness, that you feel extra pressure, and then hopefully feel them relax, okay? So the first thing that we're gonna do, probably do a couple different things than we've done in RawMod, but it'll be a similar concept. So what I want you to do is I want you to have your left foot underneath, and then I want you to bring your right foot up over the top. Okay, so the goal is that your knees are up on top of each other. If this is impossible for you, I want you to just straighten that front leg out, and I want you to try and have your knee on top of your other leg, okay? Also, what's helpful is to sit on top of something, so you can sit on a pillow or a book, something like that makes it a little bit easier to lift the hips up. One knee is on top of the other, and then if you can, lean forward. If you can lay all the way down, if not, great, just have your hands here. So we're gonna get into that position. We'll spend 2 minutes here. I don't have any fun music on, so if you want to, you can create your own ambiance. Otherwise, just try and chill out, breathe, relax as much as you can. We're halfway through this pose. You got 1 more minute here. Try and continue to take deep breaths. Maybe try and lean a little bit further forward if you can. If you can, try and breathe in and out through your nose as well. All right, go ahead and gently come out of that. We're gonna switch to the other side. So now your right leg is gonna be underneath the left, your left leg over the top. Again, if you wanna stretch that right leg out and lean forward as much as you can, that is also good. We're gonna spend 2 minutes here. Shoelace pose now on the other side. One more minute here. Take a deep breath, pull your shoulders away from your ears, unclench your jaw, take your tongue away from the roof of your mouth. gently come out of that. We're going to transition to just a child's pose here. It's a very simple pose. It's almost like a little bit of a pause in between. We're still going to hold it for 2 minutes, but I want you to try and sit your hips back on your heels. And then, as much as you can, try to just lay your forehead down on the ground and your hands are working back towards your feet. Sorry that all you're seeing is a large cat. There we go. It's better. Again, try and relax as much as you can. Nice deep breaths. In and out through your nose. I have about 30 seconds left here. All right, you can gently come out of that. And then the next pose that we are going to do, we are going to go into a Sphinx pose or a seal pose if that feels good. So you're going to lay flat on the ground. From here, you can either have your hands beside your chest and push up and try and relax everything. If that feels like it's too intense of a movement, you can go onto the forearms. We want the arms to be perpendicular to the ground here. The bicep or the top part of the arm to be perpendicular to the bicep or to the ground. Again, try to relax. I want you to unclench anything that is clenched. Try to relax through the lower back, relax through your legs. Pull your shoulders away from your ears, unclench your jaw. Take the tongue away from the top of the mouth. Halfway through, we got 1 more minute here. Wait, no, there you go. 30 more seconds. All right, then you can come out of that pose and we are going to go into our pigeon pose. Okay, so we're going to do on each side. I'm going to start with the left knee in between my hands first. I'm going to try and bring the right leg out straight from the hip socket as far down as I can. From here, you can go to whatever feels comfortable. If just staying here with your hands up gives you a good stretch, great. If you want to go all the way down, great. And you should have your left foot wherever feels comfortable for your knee. You want to make sure that your knee doesn't hurt here. And we're just going to hang out here for about another 1.5 minutes. Try to relax and breathe as much as you can. One more minute here on this side. About 30 more seconds. Alright, you can go ahead and start transitioning to the other side. I'm going to come to a seated position, and then I'm going to bring the right leg forward. The right leg would go in between the hands. The left leg goes out long behind me. Try to come straight out from the hip socket. Wherever feels good on that right knee. And then again, leaning forward as much as you need to or as much as feels good for 2 minutes on this side. Less than a minute left on this side. Alright, go ahead and start transitioning out of this. One more time, we are going to go into that child's pose. Stretch my legs out a little bit, stretch the hips out. I'm going to start in that kneeling position, hips back towards the heels, and then I'm going to lay the head down and then bring the arms back. 2 minutes. Got about 1 more minute in this position. About 30 more seconds here. Alright, you can start making your way out of that position. The next thing we're going to go to is the, I don't remember what what they call it and the other stuff. But you're going to go wide leg stance here, and then you're going to reach as far forward as you can. Again, this one might feel much better if you elevate your hips. So if you sit on a book or on a pillow or something like that, you might find that you can actually lean a little bit further forward and it's more comfortable, okay? Go to whatever feels comfortable, leaning as far forward as you can for those 2 minutes. If you want to, you can grab something to lay on right here. Blankets, pillows, again, whatever you'd like to do. I think I'm actually going to use my cat as a headrest here. Got just over a minute left here. Again, try to breathe and relax as much as you can. Okay, take a nice deep breath in through the nose, out through the nose. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. Try to relax through the belly, through the lower back. Unclench your jaw. Pull your tongue away from the top of the roof of your mouth. You got about 30 more seconds here. All right, think about pushing your belly button towards your spine as you push yourself back up here. I want you to do one more thing here. I want you to bring your feet into a cross-legged position if that feels good. Whatever feels good here. Just close your eyes for a second. I want you to take 3 deep breaths. As deep as you can, as long of an inhale as you can. As long as an exhale as you can. This time I want you to think about like your belly, like you're breathing into your belly, you're filling up as much of your chest cavity, your belly, everything as you possibly can. And then exhaling everything as completely as you possibly can. One last time. Breathe in nice and deep. Exhale. All right, then the very last poses are corpse pose, Savasana, where you just rebound laying down, okay? While you're doing it, we're going to still hold for 2 more minutes. And during this time, I want you to just take a second and be thankful. Think of something that you're thankful for. And just think about it. Think about spring coming. Think about breathing. Think about relaxing. Let your breath just resume a natural rhythm here. Don't think about it too much, in or out. Got about 1 more minute here. Just relax. Everything else can wait. Unclench your jaw. Pull your tongue away from the roof of your mouth. from here, I want you to start wiggling your feet, maybe rolling them in circles, start wiggling your arms, your wrists, maybe roll them in circles, kind of wake the body back up a little bit. Take a nice deep breath. And open your eyes, and you are all done. So, well done. You can do this sequence anytime through the weekend. It's good for just kind of relaxing, calming the central nervous system a little bit. If you're feeling edgy, if you're feeling frustrated, if you're feeling just kind of weird, there's a lot of stuff going on. Just take a few seconds, even if you don't do the holds the whole time. Something like this is really good for this time in life that we're going through. So just relax for a little bit, breathe, and continue to move your body.